Hello everyone, welcome once again to another program of Prime Time. I'm your host Beverly. If you are self-employed and worry about having no pension in years to come, worry no more. My guests are here today to bring some good news. So stick around and we'll be right back, for this is Prime Time.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like knowing you're covered when your house gets flooded, getting your settlements quickly and fairly when a fire hits your home, and making sure your business can keep going even after an accident happens on site. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
We're here at the outdoor sports meet. Oh, cut. These sandflies are murder. Wait, how come you aren't getting bitten?
Mommy uses Go Just for Kids to protect me from them and the evil mosquitoes that give you dengue.
There's also Go Family Protection for us adults. Can't be too careful with the dengue scares. Here.
Wow, this really works. Even the ants have stopped biting me. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Go, protect yourself.
In my opening, I said if you are self-employed, you need to worry no more if you don't have a pension. Members of the Nagico group of companies are here today to talk about a new plan that they have. And so we would get right into it and let them explain. So in my immediate left, we have Dane Baker, and he is an actuary with Nagico, and he will tell you what that means. And Leticia Connor, she is the business development officer and also a past student. So I know Leslie's going to quarrel with me, but she's also a past student of teacher Beverly. Thank you very much and welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so I'm going to start with Leticia. And so Nagico is about to celebrate its 35th anniversary.
Yes, on February 1st, we will be celebrating our 35th anniversary here in existence on the island and throughout the Caribbean as well.
All right, so any big plans?
From what I know, just our product launch and, a simple toast. But otherwise, what the program has installed, I'm not too sure. I can't reveal those details.
They can't tell all the secrets, yeah?
Exactly.
Okay, so we'll leave it for when that time comes around. And so I'm going to ask Dean, you are originally from Trinidad.
That's correct.
Here to see what's happening with this new plan.
Yeah.
And so before we even do that, let's, for the benefit of our viewers, what is an actuary?
Okay, well, actuaries are financial experts. We get involved in pensions, insurance, investments, and things of a financial nature. We make financial sense of the future. It's our job to do all the numbers, the calculations for insurance companies, whether it's premium calculations, whether it's designing products, whether it's determining how those products are valued.
And so you're the guy who's watching the dollars and cents?
Making the dollars and cents.
Oh,
yeah.
Lordy. If I look back when I was, first employed, the first thing that happened when I started to teach in those days, an insurance agent showed up to your classroom door to make sure that you had insurance.
Yeah.
I don't know how much we have that here, but I can say it has grown.
Yes, that's correct.
And so are you trying to make us more savvy in this area here in St. Martin?
Yeah, but the primary reason is to educate the public, to get people more aware of the issues. For instance, in terms of pensions, a lot of people are not aware that what is required. They don't have any objectives, they don't have any goals. They need to be able to plan ahead. They need to start as early as possible. Mm-hmm. We're living in an interest rate environment that's very low, so you need to put aside more. And people are living longer, so they have to plan for those 30, 40 years of retirement that people are not aware of right now. And it's a time bomb ticking right now in terms of getting yourself prepared and ready for retirement.
On the island in St. Martin in those days, there wasn't much options, or I didn't know of many options of pension. You kind of depended on the government pension, or if, for example, I'm a teacher or whatever,
right,
we get for a pension for that. But life has changed, St. Martin has progressed. So Leticia, tell us where we are, and it's called the EPIC Plan.
Yes, the EPIC Plan is our short name that we use in the office, but it's actually the Entity Pension Insurance Contract. This is a insurance contract that can be used for employers that has more than 5 employees or even for a single person. This is a new plan that Nagico has that offers great advantages to the community, to an individual person as well. I can't give out too much of information because I still want to leave something for those persons to,
Yes.
to be interested in. We offer a competitive administration rates. Our interest rates are consistent for 5 years. And most importantly, when we designed this product, Nagico Insurance, the actuary, and our other certified professionals.
We can't forget Dean in this. Huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We focused on making our pension product a very simple product that
Yes.
offered easy administration for that employer. When I mean simple is that you can explain a 5-year-old exactly how Nagico pensions work. There are no hidden fees, no hidden charges, and we can guarantee any person enrolled with our Nagico pensions that they're guaranteed a greater fund value at the end of it.
And you're all emphasizing people who are self-employed, because normally when you're self-employed, you're just trying to make sure that you can meet that salary at the end of the month. You're not thinking about pension plan. You don't have such a big vision. For example, a taxi driver.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I would say we're focusing on self-employed. We're looking at both companies and individuals who are self-employed. So it's a combination. At the end of the day, we want the public to become aware that they have to save for retirement. You have the government pension, but that can only take you so far.
No, that ain't taking you not
Yeah,
far at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you need to look at the second layer of savings for retirement, and then even possible look at a third level, because at the end of the day, the more the merrier.
Yeah. And we can't depend on putting that extra apartment.
Correct.
And so, it's great that we have that extra apartment, for your retirement days, because that's how culturally how
that's
we
how
work
we
things
think.
out. Eh?
Exactly.
That's how we think. But
We have to get people to change the focus, because
Right.
they focus on the now, the here and now, but they're not looking at the 30, 40 years of retirement that lies ahead for them.
Yeah, and so Leticia, I'm a taxi driver, and I've heard about the Epic plan, and I'm
Yes.
coming into the office.
Yes.
What are some of the things I need to bring, or to let you know, to be able to sign up for this? Is it a monthly payment you want? Is it a yearly payment? Quarterly? How are you doing this?
Well, strange enough, last week I had the opportunity to meet with the taxi drivers, the St. Martin Taxi Association of the airport.
Right.
And they were very grateful to get this kind of information, because persons of such, they are self-employed. And of course, they depend on that government pension. And like you mentioned, it's not much at all. To be exact. I
But
believe-
also, I must say, thankful for it.
Exactly.
Thankful for it.
It's still something.
Because it's
still
special. A lot of other countries don't have that, so
Correct.
we are kind of blessed in that area.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I was very lucky to have spoken with them. One of the requirements that you as a taxi driver coming into Nagico will need to be or have at hand is definitely an ID. We would need to make sure our compliance is up to date. When a person comes to me and they want to enroll into this individual pension plan, my first question would be, what amount can you afford on a monthly basis to put into this plan? Reason being, you don't want to set your targets too high, because then eventually
Right.
2 months afterwards you might drop.
Slow
You say, listen
season.
here, I can't exactly.
Slow season steps
I
in.
can't pay in
Yeah.
that 500 guilder no more, but I can only now contribute 200 guilders. I would want that person coming in to know exactly what amount they can contribute, and for them to be able to commit themselves to paying. Of course, monthly payments are also an option. But of course, if that person can do quarterly, at least the more they
That
put
to walk
into
into that office
pension.
every month with that money. Okay, we'll take a break and then we come back. Why should people consider getting additional pension security? Stay tuned, and we'll be back in a moment. This is Prime Time.
People all across St. Martin are switching to a more rewarding experience. The WIB MasterCard Fun Miles credit card, better known as My Card. Earn 1 fun mile for every $2 spent, even abroad and online. This will quickly get you a ton of fun miles to redeem for travel, shopping, food, fuel, and much more. But there's more to My Card. Worldwide acceptance, an EMV chip for extra security, and 250 free fun miles with first use. Switch to My Card today at WIB.
Fun miles, from within your reach.
Travel Planners, an award-winning agency on St. Martin with a well-trained, knowledgeable and friendly staff dedicated to making your travel arrangements hassle-free. We can book your airline, car, cruise and hotel reservations to anywhere in the world. Visit our offices or log on to our website and take advantage of our special packages to the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. Travel Planners, voted Best Travel Agency on St. Martin.
A cruise is a great adventure, not only for passengers, also for us. The Port of St. Martin. Our port always reflected the needs and aspirations of the time. From the first to the 1.75 millionth passenger in 2013. Our cruise story started in 1963 with our first cruise passenger. 50 great years later, 20 million passengers later, thousands of cruise berths later, we've become the leading port in the Caribbean. 50 fantastic years. Like a dream. The dream of Port St. Martin lives on and reinvents itself every day. The best is yet to come.
Welcome back and thank you very much for joining us. This is Prime Time and today is an informative program. Nagico has a new concept that's upcoming. It's called the Epic Plan. It deals with retirement funds and getting people aware from early, and don't wait until you reach 40 years to start thinking about your pension plan. It's great to start it as soon as you get a job, something that's permanent. And so, Leticia, we're going to go back a little bit, and we said that Nagico on St. Martin is celebrating 35
years.
Yes, but it has also grown in leaps and bounds.
Yes, throughout the 35 years we have grown, we have spread our roots deep within the Caribbean countries. We are now fully operating in 21 countries throughout the Caribbean. Correct?
Imagine that.
And counting.
Yeah, and in Trinidad also, I like that a lot. But anyway, I think I'm going to ask you, Dane, is Trinidad an easy sell because we are accustomed to insurances and plans, and so is it an easy sell?
In Trinidad, we the companies focusing on general insurance for the time being. So that's motor, which is compulsory,
right?
Property and things of that nature. There are some other players in the market, of course. So it's,
I know,
there's competition.
And Guardian Life and those people,
but
they're still around.
We're holding our own and growing, actually. So yeah.
Yeah, but how challenging is it for a new kid on the block?
Well, it's about relationships. So we focus a lot with the brokers and get them to buy into some of the products that we sell. We also compete heavily on price and service. And we're getting there.
Yeah, and there's a lot of support with Nagico with cricket. Well, you know, Maxud, that is his second name and his second heart, the cricket field. So your employer is not willing to take out a pension for you. So we are saying no problem today. Our product offers the same great benefits for individuals. Tell us a little bit about that. So I'm a teacher. I have a little bit of teacher pension. I have something that's going to come from the government eventually. Let's talk to the young teachers who are starting off.
So the young teachers who are starting off, of course, once you're a permanent teacher, you would be entitled to contribute along with your employer into your pension pool. As they mentioned, we could also go and invest into that third tier, which would be making your own personal investments. You can come in, like I mentioned, with the previous question, similar to the taxi driver. If you know I can afford to contribute, let's say a minimum of 250 guilders on a monthly, then you can go ahead and you can start the same process.
So is there a penalty that I came in with all great intentions and after 2 or 3 years I can't make the payments? What happens? Am I going to lose everything I put in?
No, you won't.
All right, go ahead.
You won't lose everything you put in. Your fund will continue to grow with interest, and there are no penalties for missing payments. We've tried to make the product as flexible as possible so that we understand in circumstances change and people can't always make the commitments. But at the end of the day, it's for their benefit. So if they don't make contributions, they're going to end up with a smaller benefit at the back end. So at the end of the day,
So let's say you were saying that you spoke to the taxi drivers in the airport.
Yes.
Who are some groups that you're also targeting?
Well, we're targeting, we've targeted quite a number. It's just a list of them that I'm going through right now. We
can't reveal all those secrets.
Can't reveal all the secrets.
But you all come here to hide everything.
But the good thing about it is that the list that I've created Because, you know, pensions currently on the island is not mandatory. So a lot of us as employees, we go to work every day. We work hard, sweat and tears. We contribute into what we call the ROV, the state pension. But of course, if your employer does not enroll his staff into a group pension, then that person retires at age 60 or 62 with just earning 1,000 guilders from the state pension.
If so much.
Exactly. If that's the correct word. If. So I've targeted when I reviewed.
What about housekeepers? People who like that.
It's open to everyone.
Because you know that people who are hiring them to work at their home not going to really look for a pension plan.
Exactly.
So here is a
it's a
way.
good opportunity. Yes. And the list of companies that I targeted basically already have pensions in place.
Yes.
So I just want to, you know, hey guys, this is what Nagico's doing.
Here's a little
so
extra.
Like, yes, a little flint of, you know, dust. Here's what Nagico's doing. Here's an option to consider.
Because one of the things we noticed is a lot of the competitors are offering products that are focused on death benefits. We are trying to change the focus back to retirement.
I mean, so who wants to? Me, you wouldn't find me coming to your office to pay no death benefit at all.
Yeah, so you know, it's a risk, and people need to protect themselves. But there are products suitable for death benefits. You know,
and you want to take in a different direction.
Yeah, our focus is on retirement. So we've
your
taken away
focus on the living.
I
like
exactly.
that. Let me ask you then. There has been commentary suggesting that our this may be the last generation to have pensions. What does this mean? What do you say? Because, you know, they say that Social Security in the United States eventually is going to finish, and there's not going to be any for the not baby boomers, for the millennials. There's not going to be anything left for them.
Well, what's happening in a lot of the developed countries is that the structure that they created is pretty much based on a pyramid structure. So you need sufficient employees to fund existing pensioners. But those countries, they have slower birth rates. So they're finding that the shape of the country is now starting to shape in such a way that you have more pensioners than employees. So those employees cannot sustain those pension plans. And they are finding difficulty in terms of continuing it. And they will find themselves running into what we call a deficit, where the money going in is insufficient, the assets there are insufficient to take care of the benefits coming out. So when they say people are risking, you know, the risk that we now have a pension plan in place, you know, in future years, it's very high possibility. So the onus is now on the individual to take care of themselves and not rely on a state who may or may not be able to provide them with
I think this interview here is 25 years late. Anyway, we'll take a break, and then we come back. We will talk about other financial tools that Nagico offers. Stay tuned. We must mention also that Nagico has been a big supporter of Primetime. We are going into 33 years. And Nagico has always supported us. Maxud and Dwayne and Lisa and so on, to keep us going, because you see the kind of production that we do, and so we need the help. Anyway, stay tuned, and we'll be back in a moment. Don't forget, you can look at this program and all other programs on YouTube and Facebook, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned, and we'll be back in a moment. This is Primetime.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
The Daily Herald is my first source for up-to-date information and news. Putting together this program of Primetime requires research and knowledge of current events. For local news, regional and international news, do read the Daily Herald.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like knowing you're covered when your house gets flooded, getting your settlements quickly and fairly when a fire hits your home, and making sure your business can keep going even after an accident happens on site. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
So Leticia, what about some other financial tools that Nagico offers? So right now, everything is about Epic. You're trying to get the word out there that you have the pension plan. But what has kept the wheel turning, as you would say?
What has kept the wheel turning for the Nagico Life company is that we also offer a large variety of cash value products. We have an education savings. We have a Serenity, which basically takes care of that burial expenses. We have a plan as well called the endowment, which is also similar to the pension. So those offer cash value and
medical.
Great savings. Hello. We also have medical, yes. In the medical department, we have a comprehensive medical insurance. We, of course, have motor, general, HOCs, jewelry block, fire insurances. We have a large variety, a large portfolio.
I'm just curious because this is a little personal. I know Leticia, I taught her in primary school, then she went on to high school, and she went on to study nursing.
Yes, ma'am.
So why are you not on the ward?
Well, I love nursing. It is a calling. I enjoy it. I love to help people. But however, I always felt like there was always a need for me to grow and get my feet wet in different areas.
And you're still handling medical stuff. You're still involved with that?
Yes.
Yeah, so we are using your expertise in that area.
I'm still using it, yes.
Then let us say, what does a person need to sign up? What does a person need to sign up for Epic? What do they need? We spoke about that already, but we're winding down the program.
Right. Well, an individual needs to bring in the ID card and preferably their pay slip. And that way we can have a sit down with them and do a proper needs analysis. Get a sense of what they would, they can afford. Because as Leticia mentioned, we don't want someone to start a plan and then find out that they're unable to continue it.
All right. Yeah. And so self-employed, your employer is not willing to do a pension, you come into Nagico for Epic. It says here that Epic stands for Entity Pension Insurance Contract. So what's happening next? What's the next step? So you came here, I know you're doing the PR, you're doing the rounds and informing the public of this new Epic program.
Well, we are meeting with clients and we are educating them in terms of what we are offering, showing them how it compares with the competitors and giving them the choice to make it in terms of what they should be offering to their employees.
And so you said you are in 21 territories. Are they offering the Epic plan in other Caribbean
We're starting in
countries?
the ABC and St. Martin, and we will then eventually, branch out to the other territories.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's the idea.
Yeah. So tell me about insurance, a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm an actuary. I've been an actuary now for almost 12 years, 13 years, and I worked at another insurance company before joining Nagico in Trinidad, and pretty happy to join the group. It's a nice opportunity to be here and to grow the business in St. Martin and the other territories.
Do you like cricket?
Cricket, football.
If you don't like cricket, you have to say yes.
Cricket,
if you want to keep your
football,
job,
you'll
have to say,
big fan of West Indies, even though we're not doing as well.
They're doing anything since Brian Lara left us. I mean, it's a real protected situation. Allowing more money to go into your pension pool and offering the employees a greater fund value for retirement. Tell us about that.
So basically what Nagico is offering our clients an advantage. Reason being that, whenever you pay into a pension plan, you might pay, let's say you put aside 100 guilders, but from that 100 guilders, you will still have some small monies that come up and still being deducted for orphanage and spouses pension. So what we're doing is that we designed the plan in a way to put more into your pension, for that pension to be for yourself and not for your wife or your orphanage. And basically offering them another option to come around where you can say in the event of death, that breadwinner is no longer there to be bringing in, a cash flow, that even though your pension will be paid out to you, you would also have a larger sum of value available and paid out to your beneficiaries at that time. So that's the advantage that we're offering our clients, which is a simple, straight up.
Change of focus.
Yes, and balance, because a pension is for you.
Right. Now, if I am paying up and whatever, so my interest rate goes about what's happening in the global market?
Correct. Well, it's based on the investments that Nagico has taken on.
Yeah.
So we will pass on those returns
a little dividend here and
pass on those returns to our clients.
And so, people who are hearing this program, because they're going to be also seeing it on Facebook and on YouTube, what do they do next? I'm self-employed. I've never even thought about retirement because I'm so focused on making sure that I can make my ends meet. There's food on the table. What's the next step?
The next step is to decide when you want to start with your pension. The earlier, the better.
Yes.
You come into Nagico. You see us. We'll be able to assist you. You come with your financial analysis. You know exactly what amount you can contribute on a monthly basis. We get the process started.
From your experiences, you think the idea of retirement and saving for the latter days and not only thinking about that pension from the government, you think we're kind of changing the mindset of our community?
Well, that's definitely our goal, right? We're trying to get people to understand the challenges that they'll be faced with, because at the end of the day, people are living longer.
Yes.
And unfortunately, they're not necessarily living well. So they have bills that they have to meet. They have expenses that are unforeseen necessarily to plan for. You need to cater for it in advance and put money aside. So you can do that via insurance and, of course, with retirement funds.
Yeah, and so you visit Nagico.
Yes.
And also, congratulations on the 35 years anniversary on St. Martin.
Yes. Thank you very
much. That's a milestone. And also, the fact that you've grown so much. 21 territories, and then you all said there's still some other countries in the pipeline.
Correct.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us on the program and sharing about the EPIC plan. It's a great plan. For me, it's a bit too late because I'm almost on the pension door. And but for those young ones coming up, this is something a great opportunity to start early and don't wait. Yeah. Thank you very much, Dwayne and Leticia, for joining me on the program. This has been Prime Time. Thank you very much for watching us. I'll see you next week, and may God bless you.